Echo here. Interesting.
Um,
Echo,
yeah.
Galio.
Yeah, the JCV likes to play Echo. He likes to play those AP focus, but it looks like they're letting the Olaf go through.
Ah,
They
they're
went
taking
through
out
really
top
fast.
lane. Yeah, they're going pretty fast. They're taking out top laner's Fiora. It looks like they do not want that in the way.
Yeah, and there's the Olaf.
Uh-huh. Ooh,
Mid
a
all
lot
band.
of few top bans from JVC as well. We'll
Yeah, the
see how
Galio.
that goes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
the Galio
Aphelios has been picked. That
first pick Aphelios.
should be
Oh,
exciting.
we might see Caitlyn Morg here. Yep.
Ooh, we do indeed.
So Caitlyn Morgana's pretty good in lane, I'd say, because pretty much you just follow up the Morgana binding with a Caitlyn W. But of course, you also have to hit that.
Ooh, but there's the Braum definitely taking away a lot of power from that, from Morgana Q. Any damage going from that, but the stun still goes through. And Sejuani, a great team fight pick there.
Yep, looks like they're pretty much going what I thought. They'd go the more focused tank jungle style, and then Aphelios Braum to kind of counteract that Caitlyn Morgana.
So let's see him.
Probably gonna see a jungle pick from JCV, so that way they can't just clamp. So that way, Eastern Michigan can't just clamp down on junglers.
Oh yeah, most definitely. And we have the Elise here as well. Ooh. Definitely just see some Elise jungle here.
Probably gonna see a lot of solo bans. JCV might want to take away a lot of those top lane picks, since I know the top laner likes to play a lot more focused lane style top laners.
Yep.
While EMU might take away some more mid lane ban or some more top lane. It just kind of depends.
Some more top lane. Oh, and there's the mid Ari.
There's the Ari ban, because I know that I know both mid laners play it, but I know that I believe EMU Dream Team, he's definitely played Ari a lot more. But the Nasus and the Vigor really kind of focusing both top and mid. They both like to pick it. So they just want to make sure that top and mid can't just flex it wherever they want.
Mm-hmm. And for those just joining us right now, welcome to the first week of the GGLeagues Michigan Spring Season. We're currently watching the Division C's EMU Dream Team versus the JC Jets Varsity team. I'm here with America, and I am Mercenary as well, and we are looking at our pro draft here. And I see they have picked Corky mid. Definitely an interesting pick for that one.
I think it's just a generally safe blind pick. It was a response to the Thresh, so it's actually Morgana mid, I think.
Morgana mid, ooh. That would be riveting. We'll get to see what they pick here. You might be right on that one.
And then the last pick, Cho'Gath, for blind pick as well. Definitely very tricky from the Jets. Because even they kind of baited me out there too, thinking it was Caitlyn.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that is definitely a Morgana mid. With an Urgot top against Cho'Gath, that should be a very scary matchup for that Urgot there.
Yeah, certainly. That also still means Caitlyn Thresh bot lane, which is still scary in its own right, but I think the Braum still kind of more just playing more passive in the lane, looking for more team fight oriented than winning in the lane.
Most definitely. All right. Well, so everything's just setting up here.
Sorry, go ahead.
And now we are going straight into the tournament draft. We're going to see exactly what we just saw over on the pro draft screen with the ban out of Echo.
Yeah, just generally the same bans. I think if I remember correctly, Dream Team banned out Echo, Fiora, Olaf, while the Jets banned out Galio, and I think it was Ornn and Mordekaiser.
Yes, it was. Definitely cleaning out that top lane. We have that Fiora ban there, Mordekaiser. Just a nice, wonderful repeat of what we're seeing before. I am definitely interested to see how that Urgot handles Cho'Gath there.
I definitely do think that the Cho'Gath Urgot, I don't really have too much familiarity with the matchup, but I do think it's pretty much just more of a farm scaling matchup. I do think Urgot has more utility in team fights, mostly with the ultimate, and even then, if you can pop Cho'Gath low enough, doesn't matter how tanky you are, if you're low enough, the execute will still kill you. But even then, I think the Cho'Gath provides more for objective taking as well with that ultimate.
Mm-hmm. And then we have that Corky Morgana. That is definitely an interesting pick. I know Morgana is definitely coming a lot more of a mid pick. She was there for a while back during her first rework, then they nerfed her W and you saw less and less of her.
Yeah, she definitely switched more to a support role. But even then, we might also be seeing a lot more of a support focus in the solo lanes, especially with the rise of Soraka and some. And the thinking might just be, oh, let's just put the support mid and have a bit more focused top lane coming from the Jets.
Yeah, most definitely.
I
I'm
think
still
another,
ashamed that we didn't get to see that Soraka top, though. That's what I was excited. That's what I was excited for right there.
I think you might be the only one excited for Soraka top. I don't think the players want to see it either.
I don't think the players want to see people pressing Q and nothing happening. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Swift taking a little bit of time picking that Caitlyn, probably just cleaning up his runes there. Caitlyn Ophelios is definitely an interesting one. But I think with
kind of more of a focused bot lane about a lot of these Ophelios, MF, Sennas. And while Senna can definitely do stuff early game, more often than not, the bot lane just wants to kind of get through laning phase, farm, hopefully get some turret plating, and just pretty much just team fight and focus more on the team fight with the Ophelios ult, Senna ult, MF ult.
Oh yeah.
The Caitlyn Thresh is more focused on laning, but Caitlyn can definitely, once she kind of gets over her mid-game spike, and especially when she gets that 5 traps on her W, she can become a pretty good playing around objectives and can definitely put out some damage too.
Definitely indeed. Well, this is going to be a very interesting match against the Jets and EMU here, especially for our first match of the week. Definitely exciting. We do have a few other matches going on right now. Fortunately, this is our only stream match, but it should be an interesting one, most definitely.
Yeah, I definitely think so. As for team comps, if I had to pick, honestly, I think win conditions for Dream Team is definitely more focused on scaling with the Cho'Gath, Corki, and the Ophelios.
We'll be right back after this ad break. We'll hope to see you guys on the field here.
All right, see you guys then. I'm actually not friends with anyone in this stream, so someone have to add before I can do that.
Yeah, I'm hard resetting my computer real fast, seeing if that does
Alright.
anything.
Yeah.
Okay, that works.
I mean, if you could add me in the, I could try.
Yeah. We should probably just message them and tell them that we're having technical difficulties.
It's messaging in chat and stuff. He can still hear, so.
Okay, cool. Our end. We are right up into the match.
It looks like we just got a standard 5-point start from both teams. Not really looking to do anything aggressive, just making sure the enemy doesn't try to invade.
Alright, yeah, everything's going pretty smoothly, it seems. No one's trying to cause any major craziness.
Yeah, I don't see anything too weird about the keystones either.
Minions have spawned.
Pretty standard start, nothing too interesting off the top of the bat. Pretty much just waiting for the 5-point to end and start to get the lanes and the leashes going off. So,
Yes, indeed. Cool, that's going right.
so we're kind of going back to what I was saying before the break, kind of regarding the team comps between the Jets and the Dream Team. That the Jets pretty much want to look more towards snowballing early game, especially with the kill focus bot lane through Kate, Thresh, and Morgana. Excuse me, the Elise getting off those early games definitely spikes harder in the early game than Sejuani, and then hopefully scale towards a late game Caitlyn focus with either Urgot splitting or Urgot picking off a low member. While the Dream Team looks more to kind of just scale eventually with the Aphelios and the Corki and the Cho'Gath, and then start taking objectives very easily with the Cho'Gath ult and the Sejuani smite.
It looks like we're getting some pressure over from Ophelius' side there. Everything seems to be panning out here, and it seems that Urga is definitely farming over that Cho'Gath, which is honestly to be expected.
Yeah, range versus melee is usually never fun for the melee, but Cho'Gath can definitely sustain with the with his passive, allowing him to heal up after last hitting.
Right. Oh. All right. Well, everything seems to be calm and steady here. No real ganks. We have Elise going over past her red buff there. So in the river,
like
and we got a land
Elise
from
is gonna
Morgana.
look for a full clear before she really kind of goes. While the Sejuani pretty much went from red buff to blue buff, and then going to clear out her top side, kind of giving more support to the top side.
Ooh, we have a chase going on from Urgot down onto. We have from Cho'Gath going on Urgot. Elise is coming in, pressing the W and landing. Does not seem to be landing any stun. The hunt continues. Elise is jumping up, coming past, and everything seems to be clean. Both Cho'Gath and Sejuani get out alive.
Definitely did blow the Cho'Gath flash though, so Elise might be looking to go top once again. She's ready to go.
Now, once she's ready to go, it looks like Elise is definitely covering in that jungle river, probably getting that scuttle after all the pressure that was put in.
Yeah, especially after Sejuani kind of took some damage there, and have the backup of the Urgot, which means that Sejuani needs to give it. But again, just I mean, the Braum and Aphelios having pressure over the Kate Thresh. Not looking too good for the Jet spot lane right now. I think once Caitlyn starts to kind of buy items and hopefully Thresh lands a hook, they'll be looking to be more aggressive and be able to trade back and be able to counter push.
Indeed. And we have a 3-man Sejuani and Aphelios with Braum landing a Q there. A flash coming up from Thresh and the Ignite coming up from Braum. It looks like Thresh is going to get away with a little bit of damage here, but definitely that pressure's gone. And Elise is coming up from behind, definitely trying to land something. Morgana's in the fight too, pressing her Q. Ooh, Braum's getting all those stacks down, and the first blood goes down to Sejuani, jumping in there with a flash and pressing W, but the chase continues. Elise getting back to the tower, just barely alive. Ooh, and Caitlyn just going in for some picks there, almost got herself taken out as well.
So yeah,
a little bit
pretty much what happened there was that the Ana kind of shielded a bit early. So even though the Braum slow didn't really proc, the problem is that there's a bunch of ranged options on the side of Dream Team, so they pretty much just kind of waited out the black shield, and once it got popped, at least kind of flashing too late as well to get both hit Q and the Sejuani Q. So
Indeed. Well, everything seems to be mellowing out here. There was a little bit of a skirmish up top with Cho'Gath and Urgot. Nothing really major going on. Thresh is getting hit with some Qs, getting away with an E, but Aphelios has Gravitum along with Chakra, laying some more hits on Thresh there. Everything to be going on fine. No summoners have been popped. And we have Sejuani nearby for any cover up, but it looks like she's going to go take out her Krugs instead.
yeah, both junglers haven't really left bot yet, and kind of see why. Because even though Aphelios Braum definitely might not have the immediate kill pressure that you might associate with the Thresh Q, they still definitely can get off a lot of damage and have a lot of CC, especially with the Gravitum.
Oh, most definitely. Definitely going for some teamfights, especially Gravitum. Ooh, Morgana landing a little sly Q there, but it seems like the farm differential is slowly going towards Corki there. Definitely a good pick, especially with his Gatling gun.
Yeah, it's a bit harder for Morgana to last it, especially in the early levels when her W is probably not as high of a level or can't really one-shot the casterman with one W. So Corki with the AD champion has a bit more easier time last hitting, but the Morgana definitely hitting a lot of hitting a lot of Qs, definitely winning the trades, especially with Corki being low mana. Might actually see the junglers focus the Corki or be a player on mid lane, especially with the amount of times they're hitting.
Ooh, Morgana landing the WQ and ult, taking out Corki immediately. It's definitely strong, and we have Elise going into the jungle, taking out some strong damage. Braum trying to get away. Ooh, teleport coming in from top lane. We have Urgot here too. Whole team is here to take out that dragon.
I'm not really too sure about the TP there. I think they definitely want to like go for a play without everyone keeping over the play. But it looks like they kind of backed off, and here comes another TP, but the dragon's gonna be gone.
The dragon, yeah, all dragon's already gone. We have another TP coming in. We got the red team here trying to get away. Urgot almost getting himself caught here. Thresh with that E, keeping everyone away. And we're going to keep that dragon pit fight deathless. Everyone getting away, along with our red side getting away with that dragon.
Yeah, it was pretty scary for the Cho'Gath. He pretty much just TP'd into the middle of the enemy team. It looked like they were going to collapse. But luckily for Cho'Gath, Conductor, his bot lane was able to rotate over, so red side didn't really want to stay around and press their luck trying to go for a fight, which I think is fine. Taking the dragon and backing off, that's perfectly respectable, especially with Infernal. Don't have to give up anything. But double TP, the Urgot TP almost kind of looked silly. Not silly, but kind of a miscommunication. But with the Cho'Gath TP also down, it seems that top laners are pretty much now back at a standstill.
I got a standstill back up farming side. Sejuani on low health after losing a buff there. And Caitlyn's backing after clearing some farm. Farm side is keeping pretty even down in bot here. Actually, even across the board, minus the top lane with an Urgot holding a pretty strong lead up there.
Yeah, Urgot seems to be the only huge CS deficit, or I guess the top lane is the only huge CS deficit with the 54 to 36, which probably goes back to the ranged versus melee matchup. But the Cho'Gath kind of rushed the Bramble Vest just to hopefully kind of dissuade Urgot from taking as many auto trades as he goes for an auto. You see some action top lane, but it looks like red side kind of just wants to clear vision around Herald and maybe take it. But you can actually see that blue side bot lane's rotating up right now.
Ooh, and we have some Braum landing a nice fat Q, but he's also getting hit with a Morgana Q as well. Nothing is going to be happening there, but they're definitely looking for some picks. Definitely a fight over that rift here. Blue side's
Looks like
coming up to
Blue
clear out
side's-
the vision there.
Blue side's gonna get it mostly because Urgot went bot, and he still doesn't have TP. This is definitely a 4v5 on the side of blue side. But it looks like they actually had Cho'Gath back off and go for the turret. They were pretty much just swapping lanes right now, and no one's really looking for Herald unless something happens, which might be happening now.
Might be happening soon here. Morgana landing that ult. But Corki flashing out, staying safe.
Meanwhile, Urgot's taking plates bot side against the Cho'Gath.
Got taking place bot side. Cho'Gath is trying to catch him off guard here. Everything's staying normal, but there's definitely a fight going up on top side here. Ooh, Brahma's getting taken out by Elise, and looks like Thresh is low health, almost out, but he's getting out with a flash and a Morgana shield for safety. And there's a Caitlyn all fat and beefy.
Looks like Sejuani might be cleaned up, but that does actually dodge the cocoon and gets the smite off. Oh, but gets the repel off. So that was pretty bad for the Dream Team, losing I think 3 members there. And it looks like Red Side's probably gonna look for Herald now.
Most definitely. Some nice farming going on there in bot lane. Nice and calm. That Urgot is definitely picking up farm over Cho'Gath here.
Yeah, kind of just unfortunate, I think, from blue side. I think they were probably looking to get vision. I can't tell you how many times in solo queue I go to get vision, I try to rush towards something. The jungler's already there, and I pretty much just die.
Yeah.
That seemed what happened there. Just looking for some vision around Herald. Not able to, but red side was just pretty much ready for that play already. Interesting that blue side still has their bot lane top side. So they might still actually be looking for Herald since red side didn't take the Herald.
Fearless is up there with Braum nearby. Elisa's cleaning up some vision down in Rift Pit, but she better be careful, especially with that bot side near. She doesn't really have any nearby, but Thresh might be looking to support here.
Another thing to keep in mind that we're looking at 11 minutes and plating late 11:30, and plates actually go down at 14 minutes. So if we were going to look, kind of been playing around this Herald for the last couple minutes, but if anyone wants to get any gold from turret plating, we're probably going to have to start taking it soon. It actually looks like Elise was looking for it, but blue side's spotting it out, but we might still see a fight.
They're definitely trying to get that rift here. Thresh looking for a bit of a fight, but keeping them at bay. Corki's coming in with that dash. He's taking some serious damage, and Elise has to jump out of the way. Elise does get that shutdown, though, on Corki, but unfortunately she gets taken out. Well, Caitlyn gets the shutdown on Corki. Elise unfortunately gets taken out. Kate's getting a triple kill here, shaking things up with Morgana chasing through. And they are completely free now to take that Rift Herald.
And they might actually look to drop this top. With already being at 4 plates and the optimal play being taking 2 plates and then letting the Herald finish the other 2. But I'm not sure if they're going to have enough time to drop it with blue side already reviving, but they definitely will get the Herald.
Yeah, looks like they're backing off and they're probably going to save it for the next team fight maybe.
They actually gave it to Thresh, which is interesting. So pretty much wherever they want to drop it, Thresh will be the one who it's going to be. Excuse me. If they were looking to drop it, it'd be wherever Thresh is, and it looks like Thresh is running either bot or mid.
And it looks like we have red side here looking to take Dragon. Red side's definitely holding the advantage here with definitely a lot more kills. And definitely the gold advantage as well, but no towers taken. The fight for Dragon continues with blue side taking that out from under red side's nose there. Ooh, a little bit of fight of the ADCs up top, but Aphelios seems to be outmatched. Ooh, and he is taken out. Unfortunately, Braum was too late on that ulti. Caitlyn is definitely going to be unstoppable here.
Yeah, but kind of a interesting turn of events here. I don't really know what happened with that dragon fight because I know that Cho'Gath hopped over the wall and actually stole the dragon with his ult. But based off what I'm seeing, it says that his flash is still up, and I have absolutely no idea how he got out of that pit with that flash. Because the Thresh is on the enemy team, so there's no way he was able to like go over it, and I don't really see anything that suggests that he got pushed back.
Who knows? definitely strange tournaments, and we have the fight of the supports up top there with Braum and Thresh. Definitely taking some farm for themselves. Aphelios is back though, and Braum is free to go and clear out some wards. Sejuani's coming up too. Looks like they might be trying to pressure for that tower. A little bit of a mid skirmish there. Bot lane seems to be going as smoothly as possible, but there's definitely a skirmish going on top here. Everyone's taking some shots, and Elise is on the side, scaring away that Braum Sejuani. Definitely that Caitlyn is definitely threatening. It's definitely a looming thing. That's a 5-0 Caitlyn there.
Yeah, it pretty much Jets have pretty much been doing what I said they should probably be doing, focusing more on their early game and getting Caitlyn, and that maybe that Urgot too. But Urgot's kind of just doing work on his own. So Jets definitely trying to snowball this game. But again, I think the Dream Team has the superior team.
Ooh, Sejuani's coming in from the side. Definitely looking on that Morgana. Morgana's casting ult. Oop, and we have the Zanya's there from her.
I mean, obviously Dream Team can go for plays like that and didn't really backfire. Nobody died.
Yeah,
But did
nobody
get out
died.
the stopwatch from the Morgana.
She'll definitely have that down for a bit until she gets a Zanya's here. Ooh, Elise coming in with some fresh damage on that Sejuani. Definitely on the Cocoon and the Spider. And it looks like first turret is going down at 15 minutes here to Jet.
TP from Corky.
Oh yeah, TP for Corky here. They're looking to defend this so they do not get that second tower. But Shelly's gonna get that charge in, and I don't think they're gonna be able to hold that. And that tower will fall.
Pretty much Jets pretty much proving what I'm talking about, how the game is they can, especially with the threat from Corky, and the Aphelios are always being a threat. But again, Jets are pretty much doing what their game plan entails. Dream teams should probably be looking to kind of slow down the game right now, and they definitely do have the ability to threaten objectives, as you kind of saw there with the dragon that Red Side thought they had it, but then kind of Sejuani and Cho'Gath usually just hop in and take that objective from you, especially if it's Baron, because even if they both die, if Corky and Aphelios get out, that's still like 2 strong AD options to clear waves with Baron. So it's definitely not over for Dream Team, but they definitely have to be careful with how they play and how they play and how they manage fights and objectives.
And would you look at that, bot lane is finally back in the bot lane, definitely looking to pressure that bot tower there. Ooh, that's a heavy amount of damage at Aphelios and that Caitlyn. He's definitely gonna have to play back with Promise's shield, as he should be. Ooh, a little bit of skirmish top lane, nothing really happening. Little chunks here and there. Everything seems to be going mellow. Definitely EMU is probably going to be looking for some picks here. Especially trying to get that Caitlyn alone would definitely be a good play. And it looks like that's might be what they're doing. We have a Sejuani down there and bot. But Elise is coming to defend. They're definitely ready and prepared for it. Ooh. Fresh also going to hook and missing that Braum there. Morgana's coming in from the side. Just whiffing that Q and landing a W, but some serious damage has been laid down.
Red side is kind of looking to siege right now, bot side. Pretty much already got 2 pushes.
Ooh, that's a full combo from Braum, and Caitlyn takes him out swiftly. Sorry, not from Braum, from Thresh, excuse me on that one. Ooh, and Morgana lands a QW, and Elise is coming in for some extra stuff, but with the Sejuani flashing, it is no use. Caitlyn gets a nice pot shot off, ending that entirely. And they're going to take that tower down as well.
Power of rapid fire cannon. You think you're safe, and then Caitlyn walks up from like even farther range than what she's doing. Kind of just pops her face off.
Oh yeah, definitely with that empowered as well. And this looks like an open dragon for Jet here, taking that Mountain Drake. And it looks, let's see what kind of dragon we get here on the field.
Pretty much going to be Mountain Solus match.
It seems like that'd be definitely good towards that Urgot, making me even a bit strong, even Thresh a little bit as well. But the whole team as well is definitely going to appreciate that beefy bit of shield.
I thought they were going for Baron, but we still got Herald out on the field.
Oh yeah, especially with those changes recently, Herald is staying, and it's definitely worth a lot more here. And looks like they're also going to get that Herald as well, with EMU looking to possibly take it, but unfortunately nothing happens. Thresh is landing that E and chasing it onto that Urgot is definitely threatening there. And Cho'Gath is coming from the side onto Morgana and Urgot there. He's just being chewed out by the two of them. That Q lands, that just pokes his fate. There's the chomp, and Urgot takes that.
Yeah, Urgot just kind of out of position. I think they might have been looking for a flank.
Yeah, Cho'Gath was definitely out of position on that one, and they're just going to be taking that blue buff. Sejuani looking for some sort of pick here, landing that ult there on that Elise. Diving in, Elise is dead by Corki's hands. Then we got Braum coming in for a nice shield, trying to defend the rest of his team. Fortunately, it is not enough to protect, and it's not enough to protect Morgana as she falls. Well, other way around there. Whoops. Braum's definitely trying to...
Solid Sejuani sneaking away with the engage after that.
Landing that ult and getting it out there, yeah.
I was almost looking really bad, but I guess they still had all the important ults, even though Cho'Gath was dead. I think Jets kind of just thought that they weren't going to take anything, and then they were just kind of surprised when both Elise and Morgana both die. I think Elise didn't have, so she kind of just dies from the CC. And then Morgana flashes, but isn't able to get...
Everything's looking like some resets here, and everyone's getting on the other sides of the map. It's definitely looking heavy in Jets' favor here, especially with 3 towers down, 2 Drakes, and almost a 5k goal lead now.
Yeah, it wasn't terrible for the Jets for pretty much 2 main reasons. One, they still have the Herald, so they can still easily get 2 turrets and add another like 2k or 3k to their gold lead. And the second thing was that even though they got a couple of shutdowns, it really wasn't the big shutdown on the Caitlyn. So Caitlyn's still walking around with a 700 gold shutdown.
Now looking for 700 gold
as
bounty.
you can see here, still do some strong damage.
Even with that Braum
that
shield up.
Definitely skipping that weak mid game with the snowballing she was able to achieve.
It's definitely. Morgana tossing out a Q. Left in there, trying to see if he can get some off. We have EMU trying to come up on the side here. Urgot's a little too far forward. He's going to take a little bit of damage here. Seems that EMU is not believing that their flank is going to work.
Yeah, I'm not too sure about this mid lane push, as I think Jets are like, wait a minute, and we have Herald. I think they should definitely be looking to drop Herald top lane. If they had more time, maybe send Elise bot and drop it there, and then try to pressure Baron. So that way they had to choose between one or the other.
Yeah, it looks like there's a chase going on here. Urgot leading the charge as Jet tries to go up top. You have a Q landing onto Urgot here. Ooh, some heavy damage. A Braum ult and a Thresh ult coming in. Fortunately, that is going to be the Sejuani at Caitlyn's hands, looking stronger and stronger. Elise is going to be taking out that Cho'Gath. Diving through, Elise is diving in. Oof, and that is a strong hit, a triple kill from Caitlyn even. And that is going to be a free Baron for the Jets.
Yeah, pretty much looks like those tanks aren't really fully able to tank fully yet. Sejuani's still looking to complete her first item after the jungle upgrade. And Cho'Gath really only with the Righteous Glory. Not finishing that Bramble Vest and the Thornmail, so still kind of sitting on some gold, still waiting to finish some items. As Jets are able to grab Baron, and now they have Herald and Baron. So they're probably going to be looking to take a lot of turrets off of this.
That's definitely very scary. Definitely indeed. It's looking pretty shocking from EMU, but we've seen definitely some pretty amazing comebacks here at GG.
Yeah. Not to toot my own horn, but the Yumi only versus MSU Bears Maroon.
Ooh.
That was a
I haven't seen that match. I'll have to watch it. I'll take your word for this. Good. Dragon looks like to be spawning in soon, but Rift Herald has been spawned. Definitely starting to add some pressure in other places as Jets try to corner this. Ooh. And there goes Shelly getting taken up by EMU.
Yeah,
Fortunately.
They pretty much dropped Shelly there because I think they're taking Dragon right now.
Definitely taking Dragon, and I think the timer was almost out there. Dragon has been slain by EMU as they're just kind of trying their best to get their bearings. Unfortunately, they can't even get near, especially with that Caitlyn around. A 10-0 Caitlyn. It's pretty frightening.
Yeah, looking pretty strong. And now that Jets have going to look to siege mid, and they definitely can do this. Because while Corki can somewhat clear waves, I think Caitlyn's pretty much going to pop that turret before they can defend it.
Sejuani taking a huge chunk of damage there, even with a bit of Braum shield. Fortunately, that she has to run out.
Yeah, it's kind of like one of the main problems with a lot of the ADCs, like with the Aphelios and Senna and there's like a fight going on.
So a fight going on. Looks like Braum is going to be diving in and taking that hook. Morgana getting the kill, and the Thresh ult is down. Cho'Gath is getting out by the skin of his teeth. Unfortunately, he's getting caught and chewed up by Urgot. That's a nice shot on a Sejuani, and Caitlyn with that, and Caitlyn landing that with an ult and a few shots. And that might be a first inhib there.
Actually, Aphelios got a couple of kills at the back there, I think. Now pretty much just onto the Caitlyn, so that's actually a huge shutdown onto him. It's actually not at this point.
Definitely a good chunk of gold. It's definitely makes it a little less scary. Unfortunately, they're still going to have to watch out for that Caitlyn. We're looking at a 19-5 lead by Jet. 3 dragons in their pocket, 4 towers and an inhib, and almost looking at an 8k gold lead here.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be very difficult for Dream Team to come back at this point, even with the scaling on the side, on their side theoretically. I think just Caitlyn's just so far ahead that she's pretty much in late game mode right now. But I mean, certainly Dream Team definitely does have the team to capitalize on mistakes, as you kind of see at the end of that fight. Aphelios finding the snipe onto Caitlyn, finally get her shutdown. She still has another shutdown, but still definitely mistakes like that is how Dream Team are going to be able to get back into this game.
Blue team's turret has been destroyed.
Ooh, blue team losing a tower there. Where's that overlay? Oh, they are losing, looks to be a tower to minions.
Yeah,
Could be wrong. We lost the topside tower there. Urgot looking to clean up a little bit. Unfortunately, getting there too late. Looking up some cleanup and some vision control here. Probably looking... I'm pretty sure that Jets would probably be looking for that soul at this point, because that mountain soul is going to be pretty nasty on them.
Yeah, Baron's disappeared, so they're pretty much just waiting. Baron spawns in 205 and Drag spawns in 208. So pretty much both objectives will be coming up soon. I think Jets do need to be careful though, because I do think Cho'Gath and pretty much any one of the ADCs could probably solo Dragon. So if Jets take too long at Baron, they might not be able to secure the Dragon as well.
Most definitely here. Ooh, a little bit of a skirmish there. Sejuani definitely jumping in to the fight. Got a TP heading out nearby. Everything seems to be going a-okay in the world.
Meanwhile, Cho'Gath is probably going to take that top turret unless Corki is able to scare him off, which he's not. I think pretty much with that, Corgi is like, oh, if you're a split pusher, you're swishing, I can like pop him pretty quickly.
That top tower's gonna fall. Sejuani looking to chew out. Unfortunately, that Morgana shield is way too strong. Taking some shots here towards the tower. Looks like they're adding that pressure in. We might see an end of a game here if they're gonna plan to go all in.
That's gonna be pretty interesting. Jet's definitely forcing their hand. Maybe a bit too strong, but we'll see. Because again, Caitlyn can definitely pop through these tanks like they're hot butter.
Oh, definitely. Ooh, an ult landing. Ooh, a lot's happening right there. We have Aphelios chewing out from the side, and we're getting a kill on Caitlyn once again off that Sejuani. But Aphelios is getting a kill on Elise. Oof. We're looking at a Caitlyn with a triple kill. Strong damage. Caitlyn landing another quadra, even. And unfortunately, it looks like it's going to be a quadra on the other side for Aphelios as well. Cho'Gath is the only one left standing, trying to clean up the shambles of what just happened.
Yeah, like I said, Jets kind of force their hands too hard. You don't want to, especially since a lot of objectives are coming up, because with the Baron and Dragon are come up soon, I think Cho'Gath's pretty much going to walk over to Dragon with Sejuani. Jets pretty much just kind of forced their hand, and it kind of seemed like Aphelios was kind of free hitting with the his flamethrower a lot, so it's pretty much everyone kind of grouped up. Especially since there's just the Nexus turrets left now.
Yeah,
and also the kind of ignored the Aphelios turret too. Aphelios throws down a turret. Caitlyn's able to finish off Aphelios, but then Aphelios turret's like, well, I mean, I don't really care if my user's dead. I'll just kill you too.
Yeah, definitely a fight there for Dragon. It looks like EMU's definitely holding all those cards there. And they're definitely going to end up taking that.
This could still be really bad for Dream Team.
Yeah, definitely
unfortunately,
Dream
they kinda
Team.
revived up, and now Corky's gone. They might just
Yeah.
Baron
Unfortunately,
now.
Corky falls. Looks like it's definitely they're going straight for Baron. A low team especially. Just trying to circle up here.
Blue team's inhibitor.
Ooh, nice damage here. Unfortunately, it does not look like the EMU can keep up. Looks like the Jets might be taking that.
Yeah, Jets are gonna secure Baron. That's always kind of the issue where whenever you ace the enemy team and you're like, okay, so we have enough time to take an objective. Then you realize that 4 people on your team are dead as well. So the take pretty much still takes a bit longer than they thought. They were able to pick off Corky and just able to get Baron for free. Now the Dream Team pretty much has to hope that Corky pops up before they lose another.
They're definitely pushing in towards that top tower here. Even Thresh trying to get Elise to keep up, but she wants to clear out that wave. The fight for top tower begins. Aphelios landing some Graviton from the side. Thresh landing a Q, but there's a fight going on inside. Corky taking a huge chunk of health from Caitlyn, and Caitlyn trying to get that all off. Sejuani dives in, being the hero of the day. But the fight continues. Q's landing, waves getting cleared. That cannon minion slowly getting its time chunk out. It's Protect the Cannon is the name of the game.
Corky's
Wave.
got that package though. He might just go ahead and package all over that wave and then W.
They could be able to save this top tower. It's definitely the pressure is looking very strong. Minions are smacking that tower left and right. A big chunk of damage hanging out on that Corky. He's gonna have to back off a bit.
Oh, here comes package.
Here comes Package diving in. Corky's gonna get out just barely. Braum ult. Ooh, and we have Ophelia standing on the boundary just chewing them out. Ophelia's getting a triple kill. Elise coming in for the backlink. Cho'Gath will die. Ophelios will die. Caitlyn is still left alive. Corky's pretty scared. Ends up dying in the process. But on the side here, we have Elise taking that inhibitor. And that just might be it. They might be able to just end off that.
Yeah, Dream Team unable to find the Caitlyn. Pretty much, even though that fight looked really good at the beginning, you still have that 15-2 Caitlyn free firing.
And that will be the first game taken by the brand new Jets. First time we've seen here in C-League, or at least in the split. And that's going to be a victory.
Yeah, definitely a very strong statement from the Jets in their pretty much first game. Taking it pretty convincingly. There's a couple of hiccups in the late game, but it doesn't really matter when your ADC is 19-2.
Definitely, indeed.
19-2,
So,
got it. Nice.
As we're going to be looking at these, damage graphs over here, Caitlyn definitely did some damage. The Ophelia is definitely leading up. Morgana also handing that out.
Nothing too surprising in the damage graphs, especially with how far ahead Caitlyn got. But Ophelio's definitely still putting in some damage, especially in those last couple of fights with the Infernum. Using the right gun and being able to kind of try to carry those fights and almost being able to kind of bring back the Dream Team. But just not enough, especially when even when the second to last fight at the Nexus turrets, when the Sejuani lands the ult on the Caitlyn, still kind of just not enough to kind of swing the fight back in their favor the second time.
Definitely here. A lot of those graphs are looking strong. We're going to be looking over here. Caitlyn's going to end that off, unfortunately, with 2 deaths, but she's definitely going a 19-6 there. Which is pretty shocking.
Yeah. Again, just kind of like overall really strong performance bot lane from especially with Caitlyn being able to definitely having the pressure on her, definitely being the start on her team. But credit where credit's due to Swift. He definitely took that carry role and said, "Watch me." Kind of definitely put the team on their shoulders.
Showed up, played the game, and definitely popped through. It's going to be very interesting to see this team in future matches here. Well, we are looking at 10 minutes here until our next match. Thank you so much for tuning into this match from GGLeagues of the Division C of EMU's Dream Team versus the JC Jets Varsity. If any of you are looking to sign up for competing, if you want to get in on this action, have us scream and yell your name, then go ahead and visit the ggleagues.com website and sign up. Also, feel free to follow GG Leagues social media for updates and matches. See who's going to be streaming, who's going to be next.
Speaking of who's next, I believe it is the OC Eagles versus Tarleton State University in that Texas league.
All the way
So,
down in
we're gonna
Texas.
Keep that ready.
Yeah, definitely. Y'all stay nice and toasty. I have been Mercenary,
And I've been America.
and thank you for tuning into this match, and we hope to see you guys later this week for the rest of GG Leagues. Thank you so much for tuning in.
Catch cool cats later.
To hold our heads up high and beat the drum to what we love. Risk the fall, or we have felt it all come crashing down from far above. Stars are rising, countless worlds colliding. Only one will take it all. Can we bring to fall the giants? Can we make the final call? We are the ones to ignite the darkened skies. The champions of the world that we defy. I saw the rise of the few who rise up high, and we all fight at the last light. Oh.
Hello, GGLeagues Twitch. Welcome to the first game that I've casted, and with my buddy Nick here. This game is OC Eagles, Eagles versus Tarleton TSU. They already did pro draft, so we're just gonna speed right through this. But I'm Zeko. I haven't been. This is my first time back since last semester. So here with me is Nick. How you doing, Nick?
But I'm excited to add a little bit of that experience and try to utilize it within casting.
All right, man, sick. All right, so it's pretty normal bans. Banning the big boys. Tarleton's banning Nautilus, Cho'Gath, and Set, Broken Boys, and then the Eagles are gonna go ahead and ban Morgana, Olaf, Caitlyn, the annoying guys. Zaya's gonna get picked. I haven't done much research on either side of players. So.
The player wise, there was actually a lot of confusion because a lot of them don't have a lot of data to go off of being lower ranked. This is Division C.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Ah, yes.
Uh-oh.
This is my favorite. So this happened actually our very first game. We messed up in a ban scenario where somebody that we were nervous, whatever, and so he actually accidentally banned or chose something that was meant to be banned, and so they have to do a remake. So it's this happens, and I love every moment of it. That's we're not the only one.
Wow. Okay. Oh my God. All right, Eagles versus Tarleton. Let's get into it. My name is Zeko. This is Nick. How you doing, Nick?
Doing well.
Okay. Like, what?
Love it so much.
Okay. All right, that's sick. All right, here we go. My name is Zeko. Welcome to the GGLeagues Twitch, and we have an exciting one for you today, boys. It is the Eagles versus Tarleton TSU. I am so excited for this game. You have no idea.
I'm more excited about this game now that we're back on and we're ready to rip roaring, ready to go.
The anticipation was killing me, honest. All right, so
Imagine
we got.
how surprised everybody was when the Caitlyn was chosen instead of banned last time.
Oh, yikes! What did they even mess up?
I assume the Zaya was meant to be banned. Is the only thing I think of.
They all
or
the same bands.
Yeah, but I think when he chooses right now, he probably won't choose the Zaya. Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Big brain, Nick. My bad, dude.
We messed it up. We messed it up our very first game last semester. So, I know it does happen.
That's sad. But those are big
Ooh, a
boys.
very aggressive lifesteal kind of comp going already.
A lot of CC for the Eagles side, but also a lot of frontline for. Oh my God, TSU.
Yeah.
Mundo and Warwick are gonna be unkillable. Eesh.
Wow, if nobody, they better all have grievous wounds against this comp. This is insane amount of healing
Especially Sona, yeah. So if Veigar can take the late game and just have Ornn with, because Ornn gets big regardless. So at least to see Ornn's frontline, man, they're just like Veigar's just gonna start popping them off. Late game, it's gonna be so dangerous.
It's gonna be really interesting to see if the Veigar can get to that point where he's able to kind of burst through the amount of health that they have, and how late he needs to go to kind of get to that point. Because if he doesn't kind of one-shot him, they're gonna heal back ridiculously quick with this comp so far.
Yeah, it's probably that makes more sense than whatever I just said. Okay, so whatever squishies they pick, since they have the Veigar pick, I would assume in pro draft this is in order. But I'm sure they wouldn't try and pick more squishies if they have a Veigar. TSU wouldn't, but
yeah, it's interesting because Ironically, I don't think TSU did as much homework on their opponents because I think
Oh.
the Vygar mid was one of the only things he actually played. I think
Oh.
he's a unranked
Uh-oh.
player, so that was kind of an easy ban if they really wanted to take something away from that.
Uh-oh. Sona Jinx. Look at this team fight for Eagles. The Vagar E, the Misfortune. Ooh, the Misfortune ult, the Zillion's Q is about the same size as Vagar's E, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. The main thing I'm concerned about for the actual the 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 Eagles here is the complexity of their actual composition. There's got to be a lot of things that go right, and on that kind of opposite side, there's kind of fire and forget. You have zone protection, you have the heavy front line, you have the Jinx for the late game. So there's kind of that matchup between skill and kind of just smart picking, easy play.
Both teams have a really strong late game with Jinx and Anivia for Tarleton and Vagar, Orange scaling and MF scaling. So I will see how this game plays out as we get into the break. We will see you guys soon, and we hope that this game is a spicy one. I'll see you guys soon.
getting spawned in.
What is up, guys? Welcome back to the GG Leagues Twitch stream. We have TSU on the red side and the Eagles on the blue side. An interesting draft. Okay, so while we were on break, we were talking about the team fights, and while we think Eagles have we think the Eagles might have a good mid to late game where it's entirely dependent on how things play out with the team fights, because Elise can get in, but she's probably going to get squished by the intense front line, the Nivea, Warwick, and Mundo. So we'll just have to see how it all plays out. Nick, what do you think about these teams so far, since there's no invade?
I think there's a couple of interesting things. The biggest one for me is Warwick taking press to attack. So he's looking to be aggressive and have that, really aggressive Warwick style. And so I want to see if he actually goes like Warrior or something more fun. Just trying to pressure and make sure that Elise isn't getting too big of an early game advantage. And then the number one thing for me to watch is going to be if the Elise focuses on the spot lane, because I think this is where they need to get ahead, because they don't have a lot of sustained damage like we talked about, because of the front end or the front line for TSU is going to be extremely beefy. So
Couldn't have said it better myself. The scary part is that a lot of them were AFK whenever the jungle camps were spawning in. Like topside is completely unawarded by the pixel push, and nobody was watching it on either side. So somebody could have walked in. I don't know.
Yeah,
about
we have to remember that this is Division C, so some of those strategies, I hope we're going to see those progress as the season goes on, and hopefully we see some of the coaches take heart and try to improve on those things.
I hope so. I think it's a given, but that's okay. I mean, happens. At least he's gonna go top side. Warwick is probably gonna head there himself. He cleared 3 camps. He's clearing wolves right now. At least cleared. Did not clear Krugs. On our way to a blue. Probably gonna look for a gank mid against maybe the Nivea. Try and pop that egg. Warwick also heading top right now, probably for his red. Gonna look. Not much happening bot lane either. Everybody's kind of just chilling right now.
Yeah,
a little bit ahead.
Mundo took a pretty bad trade early without the Ornn needing to use any of his corrupting potion. So I'm kind of seeing if that kind of is going to sway his aggression. I think Mundo has appropriately backed off a little bit, but it's already starting to cost him a CS lead.
Oh, it looks like Warwick's going to look for some top here. Bot lane isn't looking as aggressive as we thought. I thought they were going to push him in, but Warwick's coming in for a gank right now. Ornn's going to E away. Warwick's going to chase him down, going to get that fear. Looking for that Q. He's going to eat fear. Ornn still has flash.
Much of a chance. Yeah.
I don't know. He still has flash. He's not flashing. He didn't flash. He held on to his flash.
Oh, that's
not good.
He's gonna be upset about that one for sure.
At least could not get there in time. All right, TSU gets first blood. Good job on the Warwick. I don't know. I feel like Ornn should have just flashed it.
Yeah, definitely he should have flashed. I mean, that's where that press attack came in. That third one procced and was able to get that extra damage in the last Q. That's something that, you have to kind of play it safe. There's a lot of top laners, they think that being the best top laner is all about winning the matchup. Sometimes it's literally about how much pressure can you absorb and not get ganked.
Okay. I like this. Warwick's gonna clear Krugs now. He's gonna be a little bit ahead of Elise, and Ornn's gonna be a little behind now for Mundo. Mundo has not backed yet. He's keeping the wave on him, and bot lane's pushing. Look at this bot lane. This is completely opposite of what I thought was gonna happen. I did not think that Zillion and MF were gonna keep a push like this. I thought Zona was gonna Q and Jinx was gonna keep him at bay with the rockets, but the complete opposite is what's happening right now.
Well, the big problem in this matchup is that if Zealand does get that double bomb on Sona, for example, she is so squishy, she will die.
Yeah.
I mean, she'll have to at the very least burn her flash.
Yeah.
So she has to respect that.
Yeah, at least heading bot side right now in the river, getting Scuttle, I'm assuming. Mondo has a big wave top lane. At least heading back bot side in the jungle. Where we're back, got himself the slow smite, blue smite, and the longsword. What just happened?
First Dragon being up now, I want to see how these teams are actually going to prioritize that or not prioritize that, and see if they're going to go with more of international style with prioritizing.
Looks like Warwick's going to look for some bot here since Drag's up. He's going to get that control ward down. He's going to come bottom. Looking for a gank here. I guess not. They backed up. It's what it.
It's hard to try to gank MF and Zealand. She can pop her extra speed just from natural ability of hers, and Zealand being able to do speed up. I mean, it's like having Ghost on cooldown basically. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Not a lot of action going on. Everybody's farming. Some people still haven't backed. Top Mundo has not backed yet. Ornn up 6 CS, or Ornn up. He's up 5 CS right now.
And no more than about 2 minutes ago, it was the opposite. So it kind of shows that experience that Ornn has in this comfort pick to be able to kind of CS a little bit stronger.
Is this one comfort picks? Do you know?
I don't know specifically for him. I know it's on his top list, but I don't know if it's a comfort pick specifically. I know Mundo certainly is. He has a lot of playtime on him. So
I guess that's why he isn't back. He's comfortable with staying top, I guess. Warwick's going to go ahead and do Dragon, I think. At least he's going to look for something top. Nothing's going to happen. It's warded. Sad.
As a jungler, you definitely have to have that sixth sense in that particular time to go, okay, why is he playing this way? Why did he back off? And was able to identify at least to get the pink ward down.
All right, TSU is going to get that Dragon.
Yeah. I really would. I want to see Elise then move up and try to position for this Rift Herald that's coming up here very shortly in about a minute.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to get back from a Warwick who's already ahead. And TSU has top as a kill already. They're 600 gold above, 500, 600 gold above the Eagles right now. It's really hard for Elise to come back to a Warwick that's ahead. So I'm wondering.
And this Warwick is pushing his advantage too.
Ornn's gonna.
He's invading.
Oh no. Ornn's gonna miss that ult, and that's another setback for the Eagles. So sad. Elise is trying her best. She can do it though. The Eagles can do this. I'm sure they got this. This is all just. They got this, dude.
The Warwick invaded, but he only took the red buff. He didn't actually take either one of the smaller camps. So all in all, I mean that's not the worst case scenario, but I would have liked to seen him actually take more advantage on that and realize he is stronger right now.
Yeah, they are taking a little bit of a advantage of Anivia out of mana. Warwick might give Anivia blue. She's walking towards blue on the map right now. Anivia is getting that blue. Wow. Nice teamwork. You like to see it. It's gonna reset.
That was very close.
Yikes!
Last bit of patience.
Yeah. That was on the last red bar. Yikes! At least still not level 6. Is Warwick? Warwick is level. Oh, they're both level 5.
Yeah, the experience changes for this season have been a lot more drastic than I think a lot of people appreciate. And I know they're trying to bring up the jungle XP back up. I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be enough. I know that bot feels like you're always 4 levels behind everybody else, especially as support. But
Eagle's making a break for this Rift Herald right now. Ornn's gonna miss the knockup. Anivia's out of mana though. At least super low. Ornn's gonna chase it down. Warwick's gonna flash in. At least has to get out. The fear's coming through from Warwick. Warwick's gonna ulti at 6. Gets the kill on Elise. Ornn's in trouble now. Oh, the Eagles come back. Veigar's coming back. Warwick takes the Rift Herald. Mundo gets out.
So Elise dies with Flash there still being up. I would have liked her to see probably repel to the Anivia and then flash away from there. She tried to go for the buff, and she should have just realized at that time, hey, this is not the time and place for this fight. That
is such a sad day for the Eagles trying to make something happen with the Rift Herald, but TSU is just on it, I guess. I don't know. Warwick came in at level 6.
To Eagles' credit, though, they had great vision control around it. You have the 2 control wards. You have the pixel brush. The issue that they had is they didn't have some of their stronger cooldowns. They didn't have the Ornn ultimate and stuff like that. So it's one of those things where the right idea, some good execution when it comes to vision, but they got to just be a little bit
Yeah,
better
they
at
did
the
have
timing.
good vision. Yeah, it's understandable. I mean, if you went that far behind, you got to do something at some point, you know. So maybe they just felt like maybe we just gotta like put the nail in the coffin and do something here. Anivia is in the bot jungle right now, warding, but oh, she got a deep ward on that push by Raptor.
Yeah, she's
Yes,
trying to
you
deep ward
can,
it
Simone.
effectively. I would really
Ooh,
like
she
to
did.
see. Vigar's not pinging right now, so I'm hoping that there is voice communication that this is happening.
Yeah. Crit on Sona, dangerous. Warwick is 2-0 right now, has all the team's kills. Only 2 kills right now in the game. At 10 minutes, everybody's doing okay on CS. Mundo is okay. I mean, when you're playing against one, I guess. Warwick's gonna go in here, get the fear. Jinx is gonna have to miss the W. Zillion's gonna flash out. Warwick's gonna ult away for safety. Horn's gonna
TP.
ult. Hits
Yeah,
Warwick.
able to get the knockup.
Flash in from
Oh,
Elise.
and able to get
Warwick.
the cocoon and the ultimate.
Misfortune.
Oh, and the resurrect from Zealand. That was a
That was
very
a good play from the Eagles. Way to bring
was-
it back, baby. I told you guys you could do it. I told you.
The micro
had
there
faith.
saved them. That was a lot of really good decision making, a lot of good timing. The flash cocoon, that is exactly what you want to see if you're an Eagles fan right now.
Now the Eagles, 600 gold above TSU. Uh-oh.
Now the biggest issue here is that neither they have to make the decision to go for this dragon, or they have to back and give it up. And they look like they're going
Zillion
for it,
is
but I
low
don't know if
health.
this is the right choice right now.
Yeah, I don't think so. Zillion has low health. Awfully close to that Sona. Yikes. Warwick has Rift Herald still. Warwick looking
This is
for
a 5-man.
Zillion
Mundo
is low.
trapped
Veigar has
in,
no mana.
Mundo needs to
And-
TP now.
Anivia's caught. Burns his ult on Anivia. Dragon's getting low. Red TP coming
Mondo
in.
is-
Warwick's gonna look for this. Gets the kill on Zillion. Who gets the dragon? At least takes the dragon. Eagles get it, but the TSU is gonna clean up the kills. That is 3 more kills for TSU. Was that worth it? I don't think so.
This is still a pretty early Ocean Drake, and so that is kind of something they need to have the sustain in
Oh
lane.
no, Veigar's gonna get
Oh.
caught. 5-man mid, he can't walk up. A Rift is gonna pop.
Now
TSU
it's not
is
worth
looking to take this. This is not good for the Eagles. 3,000 gold behind from that one fight in the Dragon Pit, and the Rift is gonna go mid. Oh no. The turret's gonna get taken. 3,000 gold lead for TSU. That could not have been better for TSU if they tried.
Yeah, we talked about it right before it happened. I really didn't want to see them go for it. Sometimes you have
Zillion
to
had
just
no
give
hope.
up the objective and say, hey, we took a good fight, we evened up. Maybe have your Elise stay to have a chance to steal, but that was about all you really should have gave to that. Luckily, they at least got the dragon, but they are in a more precarious situation now.
Yeah, I agree. I think Elise should have kept vision on it just in case, and try to steal it, because that's better than. I mean, they got it regardless, but TSU got 3,000 more gold, and they got Rift Herald mid because everybody was dead. So I think if Zillion had ult, maybe stay. But the fact that Veigar was out of mana, used his ult on Anivia, got the egg when her passive was up. And Zillion had no ult and no health either, so I feel like they should have just reset.
Yeah, there was a lot of ults down. You gotta think they just used MF ult, they just used Orin ult. Their team fight potential was extremely low at the time.
Gonna fight over the scuttle when there's no objective up.
This is actually could be
Warwick's
a good
gonna get
pick.
caught.
Yep,
They got a
very
good pick. Good job on the Eagles for that. I don't know if I would have gone for the scuttle there. I mean, I understand the jungle. He still has Grompa. He could have. He has Grompa. He could have taken the jungle camp there. There's no objective to get scuttled for.
I think he kind of tunneled that. I think he assumed because his bot was already shifting over and his mid was shifting over that he'd be kind of okay. He just didn't count on there being 4. So, they looked at that fight as having to have a pure advantage. And be able to pick off the front line right off the bat.
She has no.
Ooh.
Hey, no egg on Anivia. Veigar gets the kill on Anivia.
This
Nice
is an
pick by
extreme
Veigar.
comfort pick for the Vigar. And that you cannot get within range of that stun and expect him not to land it. You have to have backup. You got to be max range against him this whole time.
Yeah. So, what do you think is gonna happen with the Inferno and Orin and There's a lot more. I don't know. I feel like there's a lot more availability for Ornn and Misfortune. Now that the Inferno's down, they have extra walls to look through. This is kind of a slap contest, pop, but
This matchup actually isn't too bad for Ornn because there isn't a lot of gap closes for Mundo. Wow, he actually uses ult there. Interesting.
we're gonna be taking this Rift Herald, I believe. Veigar, I'm assuming there's voice communication because I don't see that many pings.
Yeah, I've only seen a little bit of pings.
Yeah. Mundo's getting a little low though, but Veigar's gonna zone him off, and maybe he's gonna look for something. You're getting the slow wall. We're gonna have to full flash burn. Veigar's in trouble here. Thea's gonna come through ult. He's gonna ult go on Veigar. Veigar's gonna pop barrier, try and stay alive. Elise might get the kill on Warwick. Oh, the stun dodge! But they get out alive. TSU takes a pick on Veigar. But is it over yet? Yes, it is. Is it?
Oh,
is it?
Oh my gosh, that
it's
cocoon.
not over yet. No egg on the Nibby. Oh, that's a lot of damage. They're gonna have to back off. I really thought that was a ping pong of events that just happened right there. I was not expecting that damage from a Nibby's E. Honestly.
This is kind of a weird spot because now Veigar just finished his first item, so he's going to have a big power spike here. You also have Warwick that just finished his next item, so he's pretty much never going to have to back until he wants to just get more items. So we're kind of at that cusp where things are going to start popping off. We got to look at these objective timers. Dragon's in 30. There's very little setup for it right now. It's kind of safe wards.
Yeah, they do have control ward on that bush, but there's not hardly any vision on the Dragon Pit itself, and Scuttle is up also. Looks like the Eagles are going to make the first move too.
Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. I wanted Elise to go bot, take the Scuttle, maybe pressure bot as a whole to force it out, and then that Dragon should be theirs.
Yeah, this is looking really good for the Eagles right now. They have bot pressure, Ornn has TP, Mundo does not. Elise is getting pressure on that
big stun
Dragon right now. Ornn's going top. I'm assuming he's going to keep an eye on the Dragon Pit. Veigar, Warwick, and Nivea are going for this. They're going to go for Dragon right now.
Ornn is correctly covering down for mid. They already started the Dragon. I think the Dragon's theirs, and I think Ornn's is going to catch this wave.
They're going to summon the Rift Herald mid, though. Try and get that mid. I don't think they're going to get it.
He'll get a charge off for sure.
Warwick's gonna go in.
Warwick's on wants to fight.
Oh no. Warwick's gonna get caught. Veigar's gonna ult. Kill goes to Misfortune, and she said, "Get off me, wolf boy."
I think immediately once Warwick pressed R, he realized Veigar's right there, and he's like, "Oh." Well, the Scuttle did take mid. Ornn actually gave up on that, so they did get a tower out of that.
Starting to get scared for the TSU here. They were 3,000 gold up on the Eagles, but now they're half that, 1,500 gold. Still a lead, but Veigar is getting scary with his Ludens and his CS. And this is getting pretty scary too, honestly.
In reality, it's not much of a lead, and you think about they have 2 Drakes. You know that, and arguably those 2 Drakes are worth more gold than the actual CDR that the Wind Drake provides. So it's probably a lot more even.
Maybe it's gonna get caught. I'm assuming she has an egg now.
She should have her passive.
Yeah. Mundo has his ult up, as does Ornn. MF and Zillion both ults. Jinx does not have ult anymore, so.
She used it at the Dragon fight, but it comes back.
Oh yeah, tried to. Well, what goes around? I mean, it came around for the Eagles, I guess. Whether they meant to do that or not. Yeah, they totally meant to do that. Man, I don't know. That's kind of crazy that you can get 2 Rift Heralds. Both tier 1 on top and bottom are still up. Maybe not. Maybe not. Okay, MF's gonna ult clear the way. If she said, "I do not want this turret gone yet. I'm not done farming."
They did already take the bot turret, so they kind of opened the map. I would really like to see a rotation of their bot lane go mid.
Well, I guess it's not gonna happen. I guess they really want this turret. Still a slap contest.
We're gonna see if they see Warwick and Anivia coming bot right now.
Trouble. Oh no, they're in trouble. Warwick's coming in hot. Maybe not. Maybe not.
No control. The rotations are coming back out.
And Veigar is not there yet.
TSU's looks like they're backing off.
Yeah, I guess. Man, I want to see some action. Drag is not for another 2.5 minutes. They need to get tier 1. TSU needs to get tier 1 turrets on top and bot. Bot is easily doable as long as MF doesn't. This top lane's funny to watch. Oh, the flash is gonna come in through from Elise. Wow. They're gonna get that pick on Sona. Alright, Elise,
another great pick here, but this is where I really want them to rotate, take these towers, start pushing their advantage. I want to see that kind of next level of play, not just a TDM feel.
Yeah, I just feel, it does. Yeah, what you said, it honestly does feel like I'm watching a TDM right now. But I feel like Eagles have been prioritizing. Oh, they're stuck between Anivia's wall and the ult.
Ooh,
Anivia's gonna get that egg pop. Anivia's in trouble. MF's gonna block that. Warwick's gonna block MF's ult.
Here comes
Warwick's
gonna go down. Fight.
Warwick's gonna get down. Oran's gonna TP in, gonna get this.
And the knock up on her. The flash comes out from Jinx as well.
Mundo TP, I don't know about that. I don't know if you want to do that.
Oh, bummer. Oh, he actually got it off. Wow. That was really close.
Yeah. Yeah, so we're still where we are. I think Eagles take that dub. They got a tower and two kills on both sides, or 2 deaths on both sides. Good TP from Orin, I think. I don't know. But...
Well, it forced the flash out of the Jinx, which, you know, if they time that correctly, they can. Yep, and they did time it. Orin just pinged it. So,
yeah,
you know, that is a huge advantage in the next team fight to be able to jump on her. At least with a cocoon or whatever can really punish that.
I admire this Warwick's capability to stay tilt-proof, to keep his head in the game. Like, coming into that fight, he was running into a 3v, you know, everybody was running away, but he was like, I have to stop this MF ult. And he did. He hit it. He threaded the needle between Orin and I think it was Elise. Got that ult right in there and then got that AoE fear, but it didn't turn out because, you know, Veigar's press R.
Yep.
Feels bad.
Instead of man's best friend, it's team's best friend.
Yeah. Eagles are overall doing pretty good around drags. I feel like that's more important than any other thing.
This is finally getting those coming up here. They're looking for the catch on the Mundo.
Mundo's gonna pop his ult, and that's gonna get it's a 3v1, 4v1. One's gonna pop that ult. Mundo is not going down at all. Elise is trapped now. Oh,
Elise goes down, but so does the Sona. Here's the flashless Jinx I talked about.
There it is.
Down, there goes a lot of damage out of the fight.
Anivia and Mundo trying to fight this, trying to prioritize the Ornn. MS gonna come in from the Eagles. Now she's stuck on Mundo. Mundo's gonna get picked too. Eagles doing a great job in that team fight, prioritizing that. Eagles doing a good job prioritizing Jinx, knowing that her flash was down. That was good. That was a really good job by the Eagles. They should. Warwick is. Well, I guess. Yeah. I guess that's why they're backing up. Because Warwick is around track.
Yeah. He does have smite. It's full health.
All right, we got a game, boys. It's tied gold, 12-11. 2 drags for Eagles. A little bit of goal behind, but I feel like it's an even game right now.
This is what I love to see, though. We already have an Executioner's Blade on the MF. We just got the Merlinomicon on the lease. They're already starting to build up.
Warwick's in a bad spot. Warwick's in a bad spot.
He doesn't.
He's gonna get caught. Doesn't know.
Ooh,
he's gonna flash away. Red TP gonna come in from Anivia. I feel like that's gonna go to waste. Zillion's close to their Mundo's coming. They're gonna get this drag. That'll be 3 drags for Eagles if they come through.
Go
Anivia's gonna get stunned. Oh no, the Runans from Jinx. Oh, the Eagles are gonna take it. Elise is stuck here. Gonna go over. The rocket.
Very
misses.
smart Elise play.
Oh no.
She knew the blast cone was there. She had vision.
They want to keep fighting. Veigar's trying to zone. Alright, Eagles get away with the drag. TSU has to back up.
TSU should really now go for the Baron, or just try to push out the waves and start, you know, kind of a full reset. They know that the Eagles were back in there.
So Eagle has 3 drags, is 400 gold up. Or 300 gold up, sorry. So Eagles starting to claw their way back into this game from a big early. Oh, not that. Like, kind of. I don't know. It was back and forth, but
look at the items though. Lorne items are starting to come in. You have
yeah,
the
he did
Missile
just
Mask,
chase
and you
past
also have the Luna's Echo now. This Vigar is going to hurt.
Yeah, very smart to put that on Vagar first, where all your main damage is going to be. Also,
He's already at
Misfortune, I'm guessing, is probably gonna
482
be
AP.
Yeah. Oh no. He went. Vagar did not go grievous wounds. Second night. I'm kind of surprised by that. He went.
Well, if he just kills you with 1R, I mean,
Well,
you don't need to worry about
but you know,
regaining health.
you feel me? You know what I mean?
No, 100%. We definitely talked about it. I think he's relying on the MF to have that consistent Executioner Blade out there with the Elise, have that pick. I think he's just looking to have that full burst potential. He even went the Void Staff second item, so he used all this to his advantage.
Okay.
It looks like he's probably going to go into a Randuin's third item, and this is going to be a very, very hard-hitting Vigar.
Yeah, let's talk about this MF for a second. So you saw how dangerous her ult was against that Mundo, like absolutely shredded. She is about 30 CS above Jinx right now, and has one more kill. So that's about like 900 gold lead on that. So I think MF is doing good right now because she has more AOE damage given that her ult isn't interrupted by anyone that can stop her, like Anidia, Warwick, etc. So I feel like Jinx, it's good that she has Runehands now, but I feel like her damage doesn't match MF. I feel like TSU's gonna have to. Oh, Eagles are gonna get. Vagar's gonna get caught. Nivea's gonna get caught. Her egg's gonna go down. Hit it. Vagar's gonna get the kill. Oh no.
she took the bait and got scrambled. I mean that's really unfortunate.
That's really sad. 300 gold lead on the Eagles right now. Starting to get picks coming their way. Starting to push a little bit more. Trying to get this late game aggression. MF 1v1 Jinx. The damage is not there. Flash away from Jinx.
Again, there's
Flash
a flash you have to use, in kind of a non-team fight situation.
Yeah. No
We'll see if
sums
they
on
abuse it again.
Jinx. Yeah, no sums on Jinx this late in the game is really scary. What is that? Or bot.
That was a defensive ultimate too from
Warwick.
Warwick.
Okay. Oh, the stun on him. He's gonna have to go away. Eagles really putting a lot of pressure on this game, and we're just taking all that damage, knocking up from Mundo. He's gonna ult and get away. Sona's caught. Sona's caught, and Orin's gonna. Oh man, MF ult coming through. He's gonna kill 2 people. Eagles have to be careful. They're very low. They're gonna go in and get Warwick as well. Oh, Orin's gonna go down.
That Orin, after taking his 20th tower shot, finally dies.
Oh, good job from Eagles right now. Now they can push hard with the Nivea being the only one alive for TSU. I'm surprised that the Eagles actually brought this back as hard as they did. Oh.
Well, the Eagles have correctly identified that the second Anivio is gone, they have no wave clear.
Caught again. Oh man, that late game Vagar is so painful. Someone's gonna get caught here. Oh my goodness.
No one is respecting
it. Vagar's gonna get caught. Still gonna have to flash away. Oh, watch out, watch out, watch out. Vagar's slowed. I guess it just gets away. I thought Jinx had rocket. She does not. Warwick might chase him down here. He wants this Vagar. That 300 gold. He misses the old flash. Gonna get away. He's not gonna get away.
What a great use of his ultimate there. He knew he was unstoppable on it.
Shut down gold for Warwick is gonna make him a little bit more tanky. They're gonna go for this Inferno. We'll try and get this game back in their favor versus the Eagles. A little bit shy of 3,000 gold behind the Eagles right now.
Now we have another Orin item on the MF.
Yeah, I figured he was gonna put TSU looking to take the strike. They do 3 drags to 2 drags. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what's gonna happen. If Vagar needs to be more careful, I think, if he's gonna be all the damage, because I feel like without Vagar, MF wasn't there, or she was. I don't know what happened. I think she already used gold. But without the front line, I feel like the carries Vagar and MF are just gonna get stomped, and then there's no damage left for the Eagles. so they have to be really careful with this the gold lead that they have right now, not to lose anything.
Well, we also have to look at and we have to respect the kill potential of this Elise on any of the squishies. She is going to one-shot any of the actual backline. She has the full items there. She has the Merlinomicon, so she does have that capability.
Yeah, what do you think? What do you think is going on right now as these guys look up for drag? What do you think Eagles need to do?
Eagles have to look for if they want to bait, keep the bait going. They're just gonna go right for the
They're
take.
Just gonna go
I
for
love
it
that.
'cause 2 inhibitors. Now that's a good call for me.
I think they had vision of the Nivea backing, and the second you saw
Ooh.
that,
Woo!
wow, that was
That
extremely
was a little close. Yeah, that was a little close.
I would have loved to see it.
That would have been crazy. I would have jumped out of my chair. I'm sitting down right now. But
Oh my
I
god!
would've
So
started
you have
standing up.
So now we have another Orn item on Zealand, another Luden's Echo on Zealand. So even
what was
his bombs are gonna start hurting.
Orn is such a big boy. Oh my goodness. Look at that health. 4,000 damage health. Oh man, Jig is gonna get popped.
Oh
Sona's
no.
in trouble too.
This is looking like the end.
Oh no, the stun wall. Vagar is very comfortable. He's so close. Jillian Mundo is stuck again. Mundo's gonna keep
Anivia,
healing.
run.
Oh my god, what is happening? Anivia is stuck in an egg. Everybody's Zonias, everybody's popping Zonias. Vagar,
Oh, he
Vagar
ults
ults the egg. Vagar ults the egg. What a power move. The Eagles are gonna take this win. Mundo's gonna go down. The
Wow,
Eagles
they
bring
know
this
it.
game back against TSM. GG Eagles. Man, that was
very
that was a fun game to watch. Oh my goodness.
I
Holy
think that was
cow.
as decisive as you possibly can get.
All right, let's look at this damage chart. Yeah, did you expect anything different, Nick? Okay, look at this damage chart and tell me that you didn't expect it. Huh?
You know, the one thing I didn't expect, and this always happens to me, that Orn. Look how much damage that Orn put out.
Yeah,
I mean,
it was because of that slap contest top, man. I'm telling you, they were just constantly going at each other. They were just smacking each other around up there, doing no damage.
If I'm a coach for the Eagles right now, I'm looking at these stats and I'm really happy because this shows consistency across the board.
Bingo.
No one was underachiever. They had good macro play. I will say there was some decision making when it comes to their timings and stuff, which is a lot more advanced and it's hard to do in the game. But they did a good showing.
Yeah,
On that
their
side,
objective-
I love the comp.
I love
love
the
that
comp
event
too.
comp.
They played very well with the Vagar and MF carries. That is such a dangerous mid and bot synergy pick for any team. You should be absolutely terrified of those picks. But yeah, 34,000 damage, pretty normal day in League of Legends. This is a fun game to watch. What do you think, Nick? Any last
I enjoyed it. It was action packed. You know, it's a pretty quick game, 31 minutes. That's faster than the average right now when it comes to overall games. So that shows that they wanted to close it out. And I don't like. I like watching a game where they know they have a lead and they want to close it out, which they did. So
yeah, all right, who do you think is the game, huh?
What's that?
Who do you think is the MVP this?
You know, that's kind of tough to say. If I was having to give it to anybody, I think the decision making of Orn and how he was tanking when he TP'd, the people that he was ulting, that really came out for me. I know damage numbers, Vigar, Big Boom, and all that stuff, fun stuff, but I don't think he would have been able to do half that stuff if he didn't have an Orn correctly tanking and overall doing what he's supposed to as a tank top laner.
Yeah, it was a very good job from Eagles coordination. But I have to give my favorite player to Vagar. I just love the ult the egg. Ulting the egg at the end. It was such a power move. I loved it. Such a good game to watch. Such a good game to get cast. Very good job, Eagles. Fun game to watch. Oh my god, it's so much. I loved it so much. Good comeback, Eagles. You deserve the win. Good job on both teams. My name is Zeko. This is Nick. And we'll catch you guys in the next game. Goodbye.
Bye!